They are number 2 in passing, and they do throw a lot of short passes to extend their running game. And they can mix it up a little bit with the speedster Tompkins, another rookie, as he takes it. 10th play of this Tampa drive. It's a blitz from Dean Pease. Brady lofts it for the end zone, and it is the 50th touchdown of Kyle Rudolph's career.
And here's what I love. Watch the swim move. I mean, no question that Rudolph, at one point, he was a defensive lineman right there with the swim move over the top. Just making it easy.
Hand off to the rookie Tyler Algier, and that was Joe Tryon-Shoyinka who got into the backfield first.
And I'm telling you what, this is going to be the new trend going forward.
So they bring 5 on this one, and they get to Ritter. Ritter trying to be an athlete. He finds Drake London on the move out past the 35-yard line. They convert on 3rd down, rookie to rookie.
330 pounds.
Here is Algier. He has got a lot of running room, and he gets inside the 25-yard line. And Keith Smith was part of that blocking core. That was a lot of yards before anybody touched Algier. The 23, it's Algier again. And Tyler Algier with purpose inside the 10-yard line. Fake it to Algier. Ritter rolling. Ritter floats it. It is caught for his first NFL touchdown. Michael Pruitt snares it, and Ritter's got his score.
You want to talk about keeping the play alive. You're running through traffic. You're getting bumped. You're getting hit. You're getting held. Just keep going, man. Get off me. Just find a way to get yourself open. I tell you what, that is great effort to put an offensive line together that's been able to compete.
3rd grab for Chris Godwin, and that ball may have come out loose near the 35-yard line. Atlanta's already claiming that it has it. Hawkins is very fired up for it. See Troy Anderson claiming that it should be Atlanta ball.
And these are the things that have just derailed this offense. I mean, last week, Godwin puts it on the ground in their first drive.
And indeed, Godwin lost it. That is as picture perfect of a punch. Peanut Tillman is smiling somewhere. Richie Grant punched it out of Godwin's hand.
But Godwin's doing everything right.
As Ritter takes over from the 34. Inside pressure. Ritter has time. Launches end zone for Alameda Zaccheaus, and it's incomplete in double coverage. Winfield was the main defender.
Their identity, simply because offensively they've had so many struggles.
Yep. Younghoe Koo from 49 hit the game winner at the Horn against Arizona last week and continues to be rock solid on anything inside of 50.
There's nobody that knows Tom Brady better than him.
There is a nice move by Keyshawn Vaughn. He got the first down, maneuvering around Richie Grant, and he ends up running it. Bucs are averaging 5 per carry. That play got absolutely destroyed by Grady Jarrett. Arizona suffered a game-winning field goal at the hands of both of these teams in back-to-back weeks. It was Koo last week. It was Suck Up 2 weeks ago. Ritter. Oh, he tried to fling it. That just slipped out of his hands, and the Bucs will take it away. It belongs to Devin White. Just completely slipped out of the hand of Ritter. Look at end zone. And it is hauled in for the touchdown by Gage, who may have gotten the worst of it as he was matched up with Terrell. Career high 5th touchdown for Gage.
Well, he just gets the one-on-one. We talked about A.J. Terrell out there. Little back shoulder fade, and he falls on. But great job adjusting the ball in the air. See how Gabbert keeps it on the outside portion of the wide receiver, and he holds on to it.
Blitz off the edge, picked up by Algier. He still got hit, did Ritter, and he threw it on target to Pruitt. It's the longest catch of Pruitt's season. Here comes Algier, and another first down. It's 1st and goal. Option play. Ritter pitches it. Oh, that got dangerous. Algier was able to corral it. Will end up being a loss on the play, but and how much tighter you got to be with all that speed out there on both ends of the field. 24-yarder for Younghoe Koo.
They've got the money to spend in the offseason and free agency, so they can address those needs.
Camarda delivers. Avery Williams has the backup. That's a boomer of a punt, but it's going to head to the end zone. Hoping to make another impact in his sophomore campaign next year. Here's Algier. And Algier slips ahead. Works it out to the 50-yard line.
And that's one thing they've been trying to do, really force these edges and make that running back cut back into the heart. There it is again.
Trying to maneuver, and right on cue, Tryon Shoyinka is right there for Ritter. Now buying time, reclimbing the pocket, throws on the move, and he's got his man for a first down. Nicely maneuvered to find Anthony Ferkser. Ritter looking for another one. It's a wide open Olamide Zaccheaus for the touchdown. And the Falcons jump out in front late in the 3rd.
All right, when you get this blitz coming in here, voiding that area. Oh, okay. Well, I'll just throw it right in that hole where you voided. Zaccheaus finding the soft spot, and Ritter with another touchdown.
FaceTimed into the team and got to communicate with them. Just good updates all throughout this week, and just good news to hear. Bernard gets hit hard. Good play by Lorenzo Carter for a loss. What a star at left tackle. So consistent. Ritter launches. Got a man. It's London. It's a big gainer inside the 40 at Tampa Bay.
Well, I love the fact that first and foremost, dealing with the pressure. Watch him climb the pocket, climb up, get out of that pressure, and then the double move by Drake London to get stacked on top of the cornerback. Really nice job at the top of his route, and the confidence to know that's where I want to go with it. Go ahead, let it eat.
Hand to Patterson. He walks in. It's a touchdown for Atlanta. They're picking off where they left off at the end of the game last week against Arizona.
Yeah, put a starting drive together in that game against Arizona for a touchdown. Ended that game in the 4th quarter.
You get to a hot streak at just the right time, timing, little fortuitous nature of this game. Big run, Tyler Algier. He's not done yet. His career high came in that game against New Orleans a few weeks back. He had 139. He is closing in.
Watch the combination right here between these two, working the line of scrimmage to the 2nd level, and just a cut back by Algier, and then just the race to the sideline. You don't have to beat people. You don't just have to run by people. It's about your ability in those first 8 to 10 yards.
6 yards away from what would be a new career high for Algier. They'll lose some yardage here as he gets swallowed up by D. Delaney. Blitz coming. Ritter stands in, throws on target, first down to Zaccheaus. Nicely done. Falcons got a key win against, Steelers got a key win against Atlanta here a few weeks back. Going up top for Zaccheaus, incomplete. 4th and 8 coming up. I'll be curious to see if they leave the offense out there yet again.
So it's nice to see those type of guys get rewarded and get the opportunities.
Nice job by Koo. He kept that straight. And did not play Philadelphia in the regular season this year, but remember they beat Philadelphia in the playoff game, the wild card game last year, where they shut down that impressive Philadelphia rushing attack. Trask on 4th down, looking, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, there's a barn burner too with the Jets and Dolphins.
What do you got?
6-6 right now. So
a game of imports with little scoring. Avery Williams trying to get away. He cannot. That is Ifeadi Odenigbo on the tackle. A run for Williams. Trying to pick it up. Oh, he picked it up. He got the first down. That should do it.
You know who's disappointed? Kyle Trask, because he wanted to go deep again.
He wanted to take one more deep shot.
One more deep shot.
Well, a nice finish for Atlanta to the season. Todd Bowles, Tom Brady, and the Bucs will host a playoff game against either Dallas and Philly next week.